Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I want to share with you my October daily, and I created this for 2022, but I'd gone out of town to help my daughter with the new grandbaby, and then when I got home the day after Halloween, I got pretty sick, and I was sick for about a month. So I decided just to wait and share this with you this year. And you can see on the cover I have this bead dangle, and I've used the Frank Garcia's 31 collection and a little bit of the Luna collection. So I've got the haunted house charm and this sweet little pumpkin charm and the cauldron from the 31. And then this cute little ghosty is from the Luna collection. And then I've also made a little pom-pom bead. And then I've got these little bead dangles here just to fill it in. And I think this came out so cute, and it's a nice way to say this is what's inside. And so this is just removed on and off with a lobster clasp around the elastic. So cute. And for my cover, I've used this planner from Elizabeth Craft Designs and also the dies that create the pages that go inside, and all the little die cuts that I've gotten here are from the dies from Elizabeth Craft Designs. So just quickly going over the pages, I have these Planner Essentials 1, 2, and 3, and these create tabbed pages. So for example, this one, you cut it out here and you get the tab on the top, and then you flip this over and cut, and you get the tab on the bottom. And so you get the next ones in and then the middle ones. And so between the 3 dies here, you get 6 tabbed pages. And then I've also used these hole reinforcers. On this one, I used this slotted pocket. And on this one, I've used these nested banners. And then I've also used just a standard basic page die like that. For the rest of the pages, and then I also used this tag here and these photo slides on a couple places. So so those are the dies I used to create the pages. And then I've also used some Halloween dies from Elizabeth Craft Design, but mostly I used this one from Halloween set number 3, and it's like a spiderweb overlay that goes on the page there. And I've used it this way or this way, and I've cut the border off. So I've used it in lots of different ways. And then sometimes I would even save the little fallout pieces to use on a page. And so there's Halloween set 1, 2, and 3 is what I've used. And then also I have each of those sets has hole reinforcers. So this one I've used the witch's hat, and one set has ghosts and one set has pumpkins. So as far as the collection goes, there's little bits of gold in some of the pages. I had the A4 papers, I had the 12 by 12, which has the gold, and then I also had the 8 by 8 and the 6 by 6. So I bought it all. Anyway, I wanted to bring out the gold, and so I bought this gold foil paper from Michael's, and I've just used that here and there throughout the planner also. And then here I have the I call her a pinup girl, but I mean she's just really pretty model, dressed like a witch, and she looks perfect, right? Every hair is in place, and so I kind of thought, that's kind of how my Octobers start. I have all these envisions of having the perfect October. I mean, I'm going to have the house perfectly decorated and cleaned. I'm going to bake. I'm going to sew. I'm going to create. I'm going to go to every haunted house. I'm just going to do it all, right? And the reality is that none of that all happens. Some of it may happen, some may not. And it's not always a bad thing, but that's what I wanted to document. So I made this a pocket, and with my little bingo card here, I have on the back those sentiments that I just explained. And so you'll see at the end how I represent the reality of my October. Anyway, on page number 1 here, um, I wanted to do my numbers all different. So for number 1, I've just got the date stamp up here in the corner. And I wanted to explain a little bit about the letters here. Um, these are from Halloween set number 2. And um, and so it's just as simple as I've punched or I've cut out the letters, but this 97 is actually letters. There were no numbers with the set. And so this is an upside down backwards L, and this is a backwards P. And then for the little degree symbol, I used the fallout from the hole reinforcers. And for the apostrophe, I did the fallout from the A, and from the exclamation point is the fallout from the O. And then the little dot at the end is just from another letter. I can't remember which one. And then these are from one of the Halloween sets. And then, but the hot and the thermostat are, I cut out with my silhouette. And then I love little kitty there because his expression fits perfectly the sentiment that I felt about the heat as we started October 1st. And then he's just standing on this cute velvet trim right there just to give him something grounded to stand on. I also used some papers from a paper pad that I got when I visited Frank Garcia's studio last year. I have no clue the name of it or who designed it. They were basically kind of like solids, just basic colors. No Halloween themed items on the papers, just kind of solids. But I used every bit of it and threw away the packaging, and I can't remember who it was. And then I've just got some washi tape here to kind of bring out the pink. And then there's journaling on the back of these tags. And I don't know if I'm going to put anything on the front or not. I just kind of like the way that's really pretty there. And then the 2 is the backward S. I've used my silhouette to create the boo. And here's the ghost reinforcers. And I learned a little trick from Annette Green. And she takes a black marker and colored in the eyes like I did. And so it just really makes those little ghosties stand out. It's just really fun. And then for my number 3, I just took my pen and just really made it bold there to show that this is number 3. And so like I just didn't take it too literally day to day to day, because some days I have nothing going on, right? And some days I have a lot going on. So I wasn't going to take 2 layouts to do one day. So some days will be the next day number, right? If that makes sense. So didn't take it too literally. So my number 4 here is just a gold charm, and this little booklet is closed with the washi tape, and I've just got journaling inside to describe what's going on here in the picture. And Elizabeth Craft Designs also makes these pocket pages to fit in their planners. And so here I've just got a little fold out. And of course, I had to document the release of Hocus Pocus 2. And on the top here, I have documented, I've used those little letters. And then this number 5 is a stitched, they call it a stitched number and letters because they have the little marks there like stitching. And so that's this set right here. And I've just used the numbers on that here and there. And then the collection had this card that says, I put a spell on you. And of course that goes perfectly with the Hocus Pocus, right? So that was really fun. And then here I've got another one of the stitched numbers, and I created this little journaling spot from a larger journaling card. And just decorated it. And then this is just one of the projects I made last year. I did a series of Halloween projects called Friday Night Frights, and because of this and that going on this year. I just won't be able to do that this year, unfortunately. Um, this is just one of the journaling cards that makes a really nice journaling spot. And this little ephemera here has a stamped number 7. And I loved decorating the tabs. I've got the crochet trim and this eyelash trim with the button and the little charm sewn onto it. This is the cute little kitty. And so I had really a lot of fun decorating the little tabs. This one says, do what you love. And then down here it says, those who don't believe in magic will never find it. So I had this sticker book with phrases, and I thought this phrase was perfect because you have your magic books and the potions and the things cooking in the cauldron. And so, you know, the magic that was perfect. And of course you have hocus pocus, hocus pocus. So, and there's just some journaling back there. And then I really enjoyed adding this gold. I just think it really brought out the gold stars in the background. And this is that slotted pocket die that I showed you. And I've just got the clear letters here that spell out 9. And then I made these little hole reinforcers with my crocodile, and then I just punched the holes and then centered the star punch around that and then created those reinforcers. This is just a giant confetti piece from Michael's that I got a few years ago in their little Halloween party section. And then here I have some little handmade tags that I've documented, some recipes that I tried, and then these are just from the ephemera. And so I just love layering these cute little pockets. And I love my trims. If you know me, you know I love using my ribbons and trims. And I think this pom-pom went so perfectly with the papers. And so these are those little photo slides I was telling you about, and I was able to use my smaller pads, the 8x8 and the 6x6, to create the little photos inside. And then here on this page is a die from set number 1. And I've used this quite a few times throughout, but just not in the same way. Like I've cut the jack-o'-lanterns off. I've just used this little corner here, you know, just to make it a little different here and there. And then I also took a lighter piece of pink paper and placed it behind the jack-o'-lantern faces to make them look like they're glowing. And for my number 10, I've got written here the 10 in a white gel pen. And then I've also used throughout the journal some different pinks of cardstock that I got from Michael's. And then I wanted to explain how I created the letters here as well. So I cut out the pink, and then I cut out the black, and then I offset that pink on the black to make it look like a shadow. And then I would take the entire word and glue it onto white paper and then just fussy cut around the word. And so that's how I created that effect. And here I have a little star that's fussy cut from one of the papers, and I layered it onto chipboard, poked a hole after I glued it on and stuck the eyelet in there and attached this little witch charm and made this a pocket so that I could add some journaling there. I don't like my handwriting, so if I can hide my journaling, I do, because I hate taking the time to write neat sometimes. And then I've just hand drawn the stars. Anyway, I added the broom from the ephemera, added a little twine there, and then this stamp is from Elizabeth Craft Designs. Actually, both stamps. It's got the wording here and then the little ticket outline there. And I've just backed that with some black paper. And then I have these little itty bitty hole reinforcers here, and that's from, so these are those little hole reinforcers. And I've also used this small circle die, this tag die, and all these numbers here. I've used them here throughout the journal. And then I've also used these little circle stamps here and there. And when I refer to that, I'll be referring to the December Daily 2022 kit, because I know they're going to do it again this year, and they have special kits for a project. And so I'm referencing the one from 2022. And so this little pocket here holds this photo with a little bric rack. I think that's so much fun. And I love this little witch. She's got a wart on her nose and on her chin, and but she's kind of glamorous in a witchy way. She's got her bow on and her cat, and it's so cute. And then this is one of those nesting banners with one of the letters from the December Daily. And here I just have some of the flowers that coordinated with the Prima 31 collection. And then these foam stickers are from Simple Stories, I believe. This was really fun for me because there was an image in that 31 collection of this little girl holding her jack-o'-lantern, and what do we have here? So I was so excited about that. It's so fun. And so I made this a pocket and added some journaling, and then I've got this picture of the pumpkins that we put together, and my granddaughter had so much fun doing it, and she played with them, she slept with them, and it was a great distraction from mom being preoccupied with the new baby. Um, so that was really fun, and she was just so happy to make those. And then I've got some little stickers here from a sticker sheet that I got at Walmart or Target or something like that. And these little bats here, I believe, are from set number 2. And then I just put a brighter pink paper underneath there to make their eyes glow. And yeah, so this came out really cute. Another little word phrase says, live your life. And here I've used some Tim Holtz paper. I did supplement using a few of those because, just to give it some variety. And I was afraid I was going to run out of paper, which I did use a lot of it. So, but it really works well with this picture. And then I love the ravens. The ravens are actually cut out of a black that was from that paper pad, the no-name paper pad that I don't know who it's from, because it's just a little bit of a softer black and muted black, I should say. So it really went really well. And I think the ravens are in the Halloween set 3. And then the 15, I just fussy cut from one of the bingo cards and did some journaling about the picture here. On this layout here, I've got these little bats from the ones that I showed you before, but these I didn't back the eyes. I just put them on as a background element, and then I have that circle die and the 17 from the December Daily, and then added tons of eyelash trim on this one, just trying to bling up an otherwise just solid plain black page. And here I have this image, I think it's from a journaling card, and I just punched it out as a circle and then added all the trims that you see there. And this little tag is from the December Daily, as well as this circle with the stamp and the numbers. And then I believe this is from set 3. And then I just backed it with the black paper to make the eyes and nose and mouth stand out, and a little bit of crochet trim there, and and then I made this page a pocket, and I didn't want the pictures in the pocket because I really fell in love with the kids in their Halloween outfits. So I just backed these pictures on the black cardstock and just glued them on halfway. And then just to bring in some more orange on the page, I've got this mat here. And I decided not to actually put anything on it because I just really wanted this to be the focus. But I've got the little bats here from one of the dies, and I've just got some journaling on the back there. And then I've just tied some little bows and added this little cute jack-o'-lantern charm. And on this tab, I have a little word phrase that says, I love us, and some trims. And this die here I am going to show you specifically because this is from set 1, but it is a scarecrow that's attached to a spiderweb frame. And it just seemed a little too wide. I just wasn't fitting it in like I wanted to. Oh my goodness. And so I just fussy cut out the scarecrow, and then I backed his face and bod with some brighter orangish paper to make him glow. And so you can see the other one here. And here I have these pumpkin hole reinforcers. And I just used this tag from one of the page dies to make a little journaling spot and another little picture there. And this day was so fun. And so there's that die that I just cut the jack-o'-lanterns off the top, and that no-name paper that I got at Frank Garcia's. They also had this set of stickers, these puffy stickers with the same colors, but they had little bits of spider web here and there. So I guess it was meant for Halloween, even though the papers had no Halloween on it. But if it went with another collection, I don't know. I just got what I saw there, but it really added to the journal. And then this orange paper is just what I had in my stash, and some puppy stickers and a stamp from Elizabeth Craft Designs that goes for, it's like a ticket stamp. And I've just kind of cut it off there and made a little tab with it. And loving this little delicate trim there. I just wish I had more of this stuff. It's really hard to find now, isn't it? The cute little trims like that. And then did the same treatment with the letters that I did before. And I did want to point out really quick, and you might have noticed that, all right, I spelled on here trunk or treat, and that was intentional. Sometimes we get together and park in a parking lot or park in the neighborhood, and decorate the trunks, and the little kids can just go around from trunk to trunk and trick or treat. And it's kind of a contained area to keep the little kiddies safe trick or treating and give them that experience. So we call it trunk or treat. So anyway, that's that. And then I've used that star punch again, just as on the background here. And new grandbaby in his first Halloween outfit for his first Halloween. And then I have a little booklet here that just has pictures in it, but I won't open it up. But I've just used a lot of trims there to make it pretty, and use that spider web there. And this is that little tag from December Daily. Just cut out a little background square to make that stand out, and added a little cute little pumpkin charm. And the 24 did the same thing. I just rounded the corners on that one. And I wanted to share this with you just because I think it's so fun. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and my kids are too. And so this is my son with his friends, and they dressed up so well. I think they did their makeup and their costuming so well, and they grew their hair accordingly. So anyway, I thought that was really fun. And then here's that die that I just used the corner, and I wanted to keep this kind of a bat theme, so I have the bat charm here on the tab. And I've used this circle from this Luna paper to frame the 25. And of course I have the bat on my fuzzy socks that I bought last year, and oh my gosh, they're my favorite socks. I wear them all year round because they are so comfortable. And if I could have bought If I'd have known, I would have bought them all. This is really fun because we went to the aquarium. So there was a lot of fluorescent lighting and it was really pretty. So I wanted to reflect that on the page. So I took a Tim Holtz stencil and this bright pink paper, and then I inked with black to give it kind of that spider web fluorescent look, like the spider web's fluorescent. And I think this came out so cool. And then I added this shiny scallop trim because it just reminded me of the squirrel in her wand, and the mermaid colors and the shiny scales. So it just really came out cute. And then I made a little cluster here with eyelash trim and dyed cheesecloth that kind of looks like seaweed. And so, I mean, I just think this came out really cute. And here I have a moon that I fussy cut with some black paper around it. And this is a stamp from Elizabeth Craft Designs. And the 27 is the stitched numbers. This is from set 2, and I believe the witch is from set 3. And then behind the witch, I just punched this moon out of the papers as a background there. And this is a Tim Holtz paper. And I think that came out really cute. And then this bingo card is a pocket, and I've made a little journal here that I have not filled in yet. I do have one more thing that I need to document before this is completely finished. And when it is, then I will remove the pen and use it elsewhere. But I thought this pen was so matched so perfectly with the planner. And here is where I used the fallouts from the spider web. So this gold was really busy on, or it was really hard to see on this busy paper in the background. So I added the fallout from the very first spider web that I cut out, and just fit it in. It's like putting a puzzle together. It was kind of fun. And then I have the gold netting here, and it's just really, it just came out really cute in my opinion. So, and of course, this is my granddaughter with her little friend, and they are so into mermaids. So it's so cute. And so this is the one that represents the reality of my October. And so I have journaled on here, this which represents the reality of my October. I did not really decorate. I was sick a lot and it was a bit chaotic, but still smiling. So I know I told you I got sick when I came home after Halloween, but I also had some health issues that were kind of debilitating before that. It's totally separate thing. And so I just really did not ended up not decorating at all for Halloween. And so like I said, my expectations and my reality were two different things. But that's not to say it was bad, because I did get to go and help my daughter with the grandbaby, and I did get to spend time with the grandkids. And so all in all, it was a really wonderful Halloween season. So anyway, so I did document that here on the last page, and I've added this cute little witch charm on the tab, and it says make it count. So I hope you've enjoyed my October daily. I've enjoyed sharing with you, and I would so appreciate if you give me a like and hit that little thumbs up. And I would love for you to subscribe, and so you can join me for my upcoming videos. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.